Maia Sharp, and you're watching the extended play sessions. Are you guys ready? Stay by your side so faithfully. Could have worn a sign, said beware of me. I never wandered, no, I never strayed. Nobody got by when I was at the gate. You could mesmerize me with a barrel fire, go sneak another woman through a tear in the wire, like what we had was just a pile of old tires, and I'm your junkyard dog. Junkyard dog at the end of that chain. Junkyard dog howling out in vain. Fighting for a love you don't care about, protecting something you can live without. I thought I was the queen of your castle, turns out I'm just your junkyard dog. Left me alone for hours on end, and I was true to you again and again. You had me wagging and willing for whatever you could spare. I took what you were given and followed you anywhere, like a junkyard dog at the end of that chain. Junkyard dog howling out in vain. Fighting for a love you don't care about, protecting something you can live without. I thought I was the queen of your castle, turns out I'm just your junkyard dog. Surprised to come home and see a collar and a chain where I used to be. You gotta find another fool, take the place of me, and be a junkyard dog at the end of that chain. Junkyard dog howling out in vain. Fighting for a love you don't care about, protecting something you can live without. Queen of your castle, turns out I'm just your junkyard dog. Thank you, folks. Is it all right to start the next song? I wasn't asking you guys. It's so cool to finally be here. I've been hearing about this exceptionally cool space for years, and I finally managed to get around, yes. And thank you all for coming out, for hanging out with us here on a Thursday night. All right, well, that one was from my last album, Mercy Rising. Not the latest, but the one before that. And this one is as well. There's a story that goes with it, but I'm going to tell you after. I think it's going to make a little more sense after that, after you hear it. With those smiling eyes and that bedhead hair, how the woman that you're looking at feels like the only one. A quiet storm behind your 1,000-yard stare, like you want someone to save you, like your running days are done. You make it easy to fall in love with you. Then the rest of it just starts to get so hard. hard to do. Oh, well, I won't worry about you, babe. Hey, you're gonna make some nice girl miserable someday. Can't take a rain cloud and tell it not to rain. You can't make a river stop thinking about the sea, and you can't change somebody who doesn't want to change, and you can't take forever too seriously. Yeah, my prediction, as close to well wishing as I can say. Hey, you're gonna make some nice girl miserable someday, somewhere. She's waiting there for you. She'll swear you hung the moon the same way that I used to. Yeah, maybe she'll stick around for a few more ups and downs than I could stand. Well, maybe she's nicer than I am. You'll make it easy to fall in love with you. Then the rest of it will start to get so hard to do. One of you will cry, and one of you will walk away. Oh, but I wouldn't worry about it, babe. Hey, you're gonna make some nice girl miserable someday. Yeah. Hey, you're gonna make some nice girl miserable someday. Thank you. Yeah. Am I sweating profusely? I have a little bit. Wow, I don't feel that. Wow, has this like happened in my everyday life a bunch of times, and I don't know that it's happening? I'm so glad I'm doing this. So now I can't use that because it looks like I was sweating? No. It's okay? All right. You can like edit out the sweat. Edit sweat? That's probably a thing. All right. So the story. Are you curious? Okay. I know it sounds like I'm singing that to somebody else, but I was actually the unlucky recipient of that line. My ex-wife of 21 years and I, we split a couple years ago, and we took the last year of us being together. We used that to like kind of rewrite who we were going to be moving forward, and I'm so thankful that we did that because we are very close now, and it's okay. But that year was brutal, and there was a particularly brutal afternoon. And we go in the house, and we sit down on the couch, and she looks right at me. She's like, you know what? It's okay. It's all right. You're going to make some nice girl miserable someday. And I was like, oh. She's like, you're kidding me. All you heard was a song title from that. Yeah, that's brilliant. I'm not going to just leave that on the table. Now, when I play it live and she's in the room, so I moved to Nashville, and she ended up moving to Nashville for another reason. So we're both in Nashville now after being in Los Angeles forever and ever. So now whenever I play that live in town and she's out there, she's like, yeah, that was me. So now she's super proud of it. It's pretty great. It is a great line, though. Come on. And it landed. I gave her the credit. I was like, okay, yes, oof, it worked. That was great. You accomplished your mission, and I'm gonna write the shit out of that song. All right, I think I'm gonna stay on that Mercy Rising train for a minute. I tried to put you on the back burner, let you simmer on low, while I tended to the party and the overflow, so you wouldn't boil over. I'd give a little stir, maybe take a little taste just to make sure. It's a hell of a way to say, turn the flame up higher. When I put you on the back burner, set the place on fire. Oh, the party got awkward. I hope I didn't let them down, but I just couldn't keep my cool with you dancing around. And there's still champagne, and I still want you. And maybe I was hoping this is what you'd do. It's a hell of a way to say, turn the flame up higher. When I put you on the back burner, set the place on fire. On fire. The corner of my eye, the edge of my mind couldn't hold you anymore. A little patience, a little time is all I was asking for. I had a dream that you waited for me, but like a lot of dreams go, woke up in the ash of the afterglow. It's a hell of a way to pay for my desire, and it's a hell of a way to say, turn the flame up higher. Oh, I try to put you on the back burner. I try to put you on the back burner, but when I put you on the back burner, you set the place on fire. On fire. You set the place on fire. Thank you. You guys are living up to the reputation of the Fallout Shelter. Thank you so much. Anything else that I should change about my life in general and my presentation to the world? Okay. Oh yeah. Oh my God, without that, all is lost. If you can't laugh at it, what's the alternative, right? I wish that was a segue into this next song, but it's not. It's not really. No. You know what? It's okay. I actually see this as the good news. This to me, it sounds like a ballad. It sounds like it might be coming from a tough place, but actually, it started in a tough place, and there's a sense of relief in it. At least I feel that. At the end of writing it, and then at the presentation of it now. Hopefully you feel that too. Let me see. Garrison Starr, and are there any Garrison Starr fans out there? Yeah. She is fantastic. She is a very close friend of mine, and whenever she comes to Nashville, she stays with me. Whenever I go back to Los Angeles, I stay with her. She was in Nashville, and we were hanging out after a day of writing with other people, she had already had her session, I had had my session, and we thought this was just like our bro over wine sort of time, like just, a compare notes kind of thing. We did not plan on working. And we started to talk about this idea, and enough lines showed up in the conversation where they were so song-worthy that eventually she just looked at me, she's like, dude, we gotta go, and everybody calls each other dude in California, just so you know. We gotta go down and write this, like, we don't have a choice. And we're tired, and we're half a bottle in, and like, yes, I pretty sure I pitched a fit, and then I knew she was right, and we went down and wrote it. And I think this is my favorite song on the brand new album. Reckless Thoughts just came out in August, so. It's funny, that feels like a week ago, but it's okay. I'm gonna go like this, no pick. I'm tired of those old dreams. I'm not even dreaming anymore. That was the old me. She didn't know what she was living for. I built that city when the ground was still shifting. It's time to say goodbye to something I ain't missing. Old dreams. You paint yourself a picture before you could know what the colors are. How big is the sky? What's the shape of the stars? I'm waking up to something. I'm finally settling into my skin, and I'm never going back again. I'm tired of those old dreams. I'm not even dreaming anymore. That was the old me. She didn't know what she was living for. I built that city when the ground was still shifting. It's time to say goodbye to something I ain't missing. Old dreams. Old dreams. When I close my eyes, well, I don't see what I used to see. I'm just not the same as I used to be. And when the ghosts tell stories, they get all nostalgic for the way it was. I'm sick of it getting to me like it does. And I'm tired of those old dreams. I'm not even dreaming anymore. That was the old me. She didn't know what she was living for. I built that city when the ground was still shifting. It's time to say goodbye to something I ain't missing. Old dreams. Old dreams. Old dreams. Thank you. So, am I the only one who feels like that is really the good news? Like, your experience has shifted the things that you want. So like those other things that. Okay, so the conversation started with us. So both of our careers kind of started in the same year. She's a couple years younger than me, but both of our first albums came out in the same year, and we thought that we wanted those things that we realize now were kind of the template of what you're supposed to want in your middle 20s. Like, here's what success looks like. And so we just kind of accepted that as the premise of what success is. And then as we go on through our lives, we gather experience and we realize, like, that's actually a crock, and this is cooler over here, even though you don't win a Grammy for it. You know, those kinds of things. So now we have a different version of what success looks like, and we're closer to that in our actual lives. So every now and then there'll be a trigger that like sends us back to our 20-year-old version of the world, and like that just never goes well. And I've had this conversation, in fact, I just had it a couple hours ago. I wouldn't go back to that for anything. I mean, maybe there's a couple things about it, maybe I would, but not this part. All right, I'm gonna stay on the new album, Reckless Thoughts. And Reckless Thoughts, it's a line out of one of the songs, and I chose it because I feel like writing songs is kind of a series of reckless thoughts, like, or at least it starts with a reckless thought, like you let yourself have a crazy notion and see where that might lead you, and it usually leads you to some place that's not so crazy. She said, honey, don't fall for a fallen angel. I said, baby, you never had wings, but nobody but you could make it look graceful. Don't change for anything. You got somebody who will come between you and the ground. I've been waiting so long for you to come down. I've been waiting for you to come down. She said it was just time I turned that corner. I don't feel like a kid anymore. They show up disguised as each other, chaos and order, and I don't know what I'm fighting for. I said, if you need armor, my arms wrap all the way around. And I've been waiting so long for you to come down. I've been waiting for you to come down. We rise above ourselves every now and then. We taste some higher air and call it born again and again. She said, honey, don't fall for this fallen angel. I said, don't tell me what to do. If I wanna drop to my knees all fucking faithful, well, it's really not up to you. Besides, you in a halo is like me with a crown. Oh, that ain't the way we make a joyful sound. I've been waiting so long. Comes next, I have been affected. I'm not here to get saved anyway. I know if it's love, it don't look like what you expected, and you don't have to tell me today. She said, I hurt myself looking. It's time I got found. I've been waiting so long for you to come down. I've been waiting for you to come down. I've been waiting so long for you to come down. I've been waiting for you to come down. Thank you, folks. I think I'm going to stay in unapologetic folkland on that one. This one's also on the new album. My buddy Elizabeth Elkins and I wrote this song. I usually don't remember when I wrote a song or like what the time frame was around it, but this one we will never forget. It was our first, let's try this Zoom thing out of the lockdown. So it was, and I also remember when it was because I had just gotten over my first bout of COVID. I got it like the day that America admitted it was here. I had it. A tornado had just ripped through my part of the city, and there was all these like benefit concerts and stuff, so everybody was going to the concerts and like hugging it out and being in the crowd, and we didn't know that it was really here yet, so a lot of us got it. So I woke up with it, and it was really bad, like pneumonia. It was really scary, and we don't know, like, my doctor's calling me a couple times a day, like, is it time to go to the hospital? Like, what are they going to do there? She's like, well, not really a whole lot of anything, so maybe just stay home. It was really scary. I'm sure you all have a scary COVID story as well. So I had just gotten over that, and we had just lost John Prine in early April. So it was right around then. And then Elizabeth and I decided, well, let's see, neither one of us were feeling very creative for a while, so, let's just see if this new Zoom thing might happen. So, like any co-write, it started with just a hang. How are you? How are you feeling? Well, actually, not great. I'm really scared, and I'm trying to kind of get any kind of mojo back, and I just had to cancel, 40 dates, and also, it doesn't help that when I go on Instagram, everybody is learning how to bake bread and has a raised bed garden, and their little kid their 8-year-old now knows AP English. It's like, okay, I just want to hide for a minute, So we let each other off the hook, let ourselves off the hook, and just kind of let this song out. I had this title for a while, and I always pictured like a little shop on a small town street that would hang a gone fishing sign. I imagined this sign on the string and the little piece of wood. If you flip it over, it says this. So I told her that, and we were all over it. Some people go fishing, some people go driving, some gaze at the stars in the night. It's a private decision, your way of surviving. Have you ever gone crying to get right? Have you ever gone crying to get right? Some people start drinking, some people stop living. Shelter their heart from the light. If you feel like you're sinking, there's a long lost tradition. Have you ever gone crying to get right? When I'm lonely and the clouds break, clouds gathering around, I know by now, just let it rain down, let it rain down. We fought till the morning with hardly a warning. She fell out of love, out of spite. Just said she was leaving, and she had her reasons. She had to go crying to get right. Some people go fishing, some people go driving, some unfold their wings and take flight. Well, I've fished and I've driven, scanned the horizon. I think I'll go crying tonight. Yeah, I think I'll go crying tonight. Ooh, I'll be back with the morning light, gone crying to get right. Thank you. I remembered 90% of the words. Is that a pretty good average? Is that all right? It was all the best words, though. The other ones were lame. All right, this was the single off the new record. I tried to take a casual phrase and keep it casual if you want to think of it that way, but then not so casual if you choose to think of it another way. If it's a pain, if it's a problem, it won't be hers anymore. She isn't waiting to be excused or for you to walk her to the door. Keeping it in, tamping it down, a meaningless, misguided mission. It's a matter of time till it don't matter at all if anybody gave permission. She'll let herself out, she'll let herself out, the gate to the cages that she's been living in. Oh, now that she realized they lock from the inside, she'll never be something she's not again. Oh, she'll let herself out, she'll let herself out. Yeah, she'll let herself out, she'll let herself out. Ooh, digging in the dirt, she tapped into an underground river. Let it rise and baptize now. She don't need anyone to forgive her. She was making up reasons to fall in line till she made up her own unsatisfied mind. She'll let herself out, she'll let herself out, the gate to the cages that she's been living in. Oh, now that she realized they lock from the inside, she'll never be something she's not again. Oh, she'll let herself out, she'll let herself out. Oh, she'll let herself out, she'll let herself out. Gracious as hell, she'll wish you well, and then she'll let herself out, the gate to the cages that she's been living in. Oh, now that she realized they lock from the inside, she'll never be something she's not again. Oh, she'll let herself out, she'll let herself out. Yeah, she'll let herself out, out. She'll let herself out. Oh, she'll let herself out. She'll let herself out. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna hit it. All right, I'm gonna hop on back to Mercy Rising. This one, I think I'm gonna tell you this after, so I get to enjoy you not knowing the entire situation until after the song has been sung, and then I'll tell you about it. I mean, you're watching me, but I'm also watching you, so I don't want to make you uneasy or anything, but hey, NYU, is there an NYU out there? Yeah. Oh, nice. Hey. All right. I'm not your friend. Friends don't pray their friends undo another button. I'm not your friend. Friends don't lose their breath all of a sudden. Well, you might say that you never want to see me again, but I'm not okay hearing about some girl that you think is the one. I'm not okay being there for you when the whole thing comes undone. It's 2 a.m. in the kitchen glare, I'm wondering what it'll take to get you there. I'm drunk as hell, filter fading. Well, the confession will be liberating. The confession will be liberating. In the guessing and the waiting, I can't be trusted. Anytime you come close enough to touch, I can't be trusted. Staring into your big blue eyes so much. Yeah, I may not know what I am to you, but I know I wanna do what friends don't do. And I've been watching that movie again and again and again and again and again. Your friend, my friend wouldn't let me walk that hallway mile, never turning me around, telling me that you know, begging me don't go. And when it's all over, out in the air, will I be closer to waking up to find you there? Will you thank me with those eyes, or walk away when you realize what I've been? I'm not your friend. I'm not your friend. I'm feeling the sweat. Is there a bead? Something? No? So, you guys are pretty well behaved. I look around the audience and usually somebody looks at somebody that they're with, like, are you listening? But you guys were all like face forward. Maybe it was like the nervous face forward, like, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. Whatever it was, it worked. Where are we going? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go here. I know. Also living up to your fallout shelter reputation that preceded you is that you guys are really listening, and that so I can't really get away with anything. That's the other side of that. Okay. This one has a few angles. I think I'm going to come at it from this one. I am very fortunate to work for an organization called Songwriting with Soldiers, where I get to sit down with veterans and first responders, law enforcement, people that are kind of on a journey back from some pretty challenging stuff. And I get to sit down and write a song from whatever they choose to share with me. And it has had such an impact on me in the way I write and the way I move through the world, and the what in my mind now constitutes a problem, you know? And I was reminded through writing these songs with them of how powerful words are. And I know that it sounds a little embarrassing to even say that I needed to be reminded of that, because songs have been my life as long as I can remember. But at some point along the way, it also became about like keeping the label deal, or finding a way to get a cut on that album, or to get the publishing deal, or whatever it was. And I feel like I stayed true to myself, but there's another level of truth and loyalty to a truth. It doesn't have to be mine. And writing with these first responders and veterans it just reminded me about the power of sharing a hard, true thing, what it does for the sharer who now has gotten that off of their shoulders and a weight is lifted, what it does for the person hearing it who thought they were the only one who felt that way, and then what it did for the lucky observer who happened to be in the room, and that changed how I look at things now. So I started to become, starting with Mercy Rising, I started to be just very loyal to the truth, like to actual happenings. And it could also be that, you know, I'm not 25, I guess was my first album. I'm not that age anymore. So I've lived a little bit, and I've had a couple more things to write about. So it's a little bit about that. But also just like, I don't need to write, I'm not compelled to write a crafty little ditty thing anymore. Like, it's got to be something real. And so I took that a step further, and on this song that you're about to hear, this is a longer intro than I had planned on, I'm sorry. I wrote from the point of view of where I want to be. I wrote from the slightly more evolved me. Like this, like I still have I get a little closer to being her every time I sing it. So I was reminded at how just saying the words, just finding the words first, articulating that emotional swirl, and then putting them out there, and now being able to sing them as often as I can, it gets me a little closer to being her. So I'm writing from the point of view of Zen me, not occasionally pouty, occasionally resentful me, but like all is well me. I wrote this with Anna Schulze, who lives in Los Angeles, and Thomas Fincham, who lives in Nashville. I brought the first couple verses in, and they were like, yep, and they helped me bring it across the finish line. You guys wanted a story, so I hope it made sense. I tried to bring a few things together. Never again, or just not today. The first of our kind, or the oldest cliche. right down the middle, or missed it by far. I love you, whatever we are. Kicking the habit, or up in the dose. Two airplanes flying uncomfortably close. The leftover light from a long gone star. I love you, whatever we are. We've been it all. I still don't have a clue what you are to me, what I am to you, and it's making me better, and it's breaking my heart, loving someone forever, whatever we are. Stuck in the memories, we're trying to move on, changing the station, we're singing along. In the back of my mind, or the back of your car, I love you, whatever we are. And I'm not gonna stop when it puts up a fight. I'll just learn how to see you in another new light. We've been it all. I still don't have a clue what you are to me, what I am to you. It's making me better, and it's breaking my heart, loving someone forever, whatever we are. You'll make me better, yeah, you'll break my heart, and I'll love you forever, whatever we are. Thank you. I feel like I should play something light for you, just so I'm not that person that just weighs you down and now Antje Duvekot, and you're like, oh, thanks a lot for handing me a bunch of sad people. It's all right? Are you planning on making them more sad or picking them up? Same? All right, great. So I called out NYU because of the pandemic, they could hire private instructors that were remote only. So even though I live in Nashville, I'm officially adjunct at NYU. So if you have anybody, if you have any songwriting majors in your family, they might have me as their professor. It's so funny when people send me emails to Professor Sharp. I'm like, what the hell? I guess so. I'm just going to ask you, do you want something that's a little heavier, or do you want kind of light and sassy? What are you feeling? That was overwhelming. Okay. I got it. gonna start over. I wasn't fully sassed. Hold on. I was still in the other song. It's not sassy at all. Baby, what you drinking? 'Cause I've been thinking about you and wondering when you'd be home. I've been a little lonely, and I know you're the only one who can make it right tonight. I've been waiting 1,000 days to show you how I feel in 1,000 ways. The temperatures are rising. Take off your coat and don't stop till there's nothing but the radio on. Let's see where it takes us. Careful or reckless, I like the second one. How about you? What's hiding under? I don't ever want to wonder, oh, what we could have done that we could just do. I've been waiting 1,000 years just to fall into your eyes and disappear. The temperature's high. Take off your shirt and don't stop till there's nothing but the radio on. Nothing but the radio on. 'Cause I've been waiting for you to walk through that door and prove that less is more. With nothing but the radio on. Nothing but the radio on. Nothing but the radio on. You can leave the radio on. Oh, nothing, nothing, nothing but the radio. Oh, nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh. Thank you all so much. This has been so cool to finally get to the Fallout Shelter. Thanks to Bill and to Mary Beth and the crew. Antje Duvekot is coming up. I'm going to leave you on an up note. This one isn't just for you. I think it's kind of about you as well. You can put your faith in a pipe dream, jalapeno peppers in your ice cream. You can wear the colors of another team. None of that matters to me. Go on and drive your Maserati in the slow lane. Catch a tidal wave in a hurricane. You got 27 letters in your last name. It doesn't make a difference to me. My kind of people are kind people. My kind of people are kind. Heart, that's a good start if you want to be a friend of mine. Rich or broke, drink or smoke, to me it's all Pepsi, Coke, whatever floats your boat is fine. My kind of people are kind people. My kind of people are kind. You can part your hair like a palm tree, have your meat in 3 or your chickpeas. Get yourself stung saving honeybees. Call who you call when you fall on your knees. My kind of people are kind people. My kind of people are kind. If you got a good heart, that's a good start if you want to be a friend of mine. Rich or broke, drink or smoke, to me it's all Pepsi, Coke, whatever floats your boat is fine. My kind of people are kind people. My kind of people are kind. for fun. My kind of people, we only got one. My kind of people are kind. If you got a good heart, that's a good start. If you want to be a friend of mine, rich or broke, drink or smoke, to me it's all Pepsi, Coke, whatever floats your boat is fine. My kind of people are kind people. My kind of people are kind. My kind of people are kind people. My kind of people are kind. Thank you so much, folks. Thank you, Bill.
Nothing I can do about it. A true fine thing, and there's no way I can live without it. You put a spell on me that's blacker than a cat, and oh baby, 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 I like it like that. Yeah, you're kinda like poison in a pretty color bottle, like a runaway train with a wide open. Satisfaction and there ain't no cure. Wind it up, baby. Yeah, I feel like a need crawling under my skin. I need your kiss, I need my medicine. I'm gonna call you up in the middle of the night. I got the midnight shakes, I just can't get them right. The fix is more than any drug can do. I come 1,000 miles for just a shot of you. You're kinda like poison in a pretty color bottle, like a runaway train with a wide open throttle. Your chemical reaction 100 proof pure. It ain't satisfaction and there ain't no cure. You're kinda like poison in a pretty colored bottle, like a runaway train with a wide open throttle. Your chemical reaction 100 proof pure. It ain't satisfaction and the shallow water, never afraid of the dark. Hard to handle, the excitable kind. Take off running when I could have walked. And maybe I should listen when Mama said, girl, to yourself be true. I was hard-headed, couldn't make up my mind. Was I waiting for only you? I will jump right into the deep end of the river of love, love, love. I gotta be satisfied, I wanna be baptized. Down in the deep end, down in the deep end, down in the deep end, down in the deep end. I told myself I would never surrender, though I was no stranger to the thrill. And came the thirst in your eyes and the twist in your smile, and I hold my heart steady until I will jump right into the deep end of the river of love, love, love. I gotta be satisfied, I wanna be baptized. Down in the deep end, down in the deep end, down in the deep end, yeah. Now the current is strong, but the water is warm, and the river runs pure and wide. Baby, take my hand, take a lover's chance, and meet me on the other side. I will jump right into the deep end of the river of love, love, love. I gotta be satisfied, I wanna be baptized. Down in the deep end, down in the deep end, down in the deep end, down in the deep end. I will jump right into the deep end of the river of love, love, love. I gotta be satisfied, I wanna be baptized. Down in the deep end, 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 down in the deep end. I wanna be baptized, baby, let's go down to the deep end, yeah, down in the river of love. In the light of dawn, I close my eyes and come to you. There is nothing else. I close my eyes and run to you. And the world spins round. My love pours down like honey
Welcome back. You're watching the extended play sessions. So I'm going to start you off with a song about Massachusetts that I wrote. I love Massachusetts a lot. So this song plays best in Massachusetts, honestly. I played it recently in Delaware. I was like, here's a song about how much I love Massachusetts. And they were like, uh-huh. But you'll get it. So yeah, I moved to Massachusetts on purpose. I chose it, and I love it. And this is a song I wrote after I had taken a trip to California. And California is completely amazing, but I was just happy to be home and see the Massachusetts Turnpike. Massachusetts Turnpike is coming into view. After miles and miles of travel, I am coming home to you. You pull me like a magnet, gonna ditch that paparazzi, gonna read my Robert Frost in the Beacon Hill coffee shop. Call me on the phone, I can't wait to see your face. Walk me down your cobblestones, I've been too long away. California coast, you are lovely and sublime. Oh, but this is where my heart resides. Snow crystals on the air, a winter kiss in Central Square. When we walked off in a silent prayer, your glove inside my pocket, and you know me well. Take me to your churches that know the weight of time. I wanna drive in circles on streets that intertwine. Ring down steeple bells in the land of the wicked heathen. Finally I'm breathing. California was like I was never enough. Your thin tan bodies and your sunset parties, and I guess I never wanted the money enough to catch your groove. So much to prove. Massachusetts Turnpike is coming into view. After miles and miles of travel, I am coming home to you. Pull me like a magnet, gonna ditch that paparazzi, gonna read my Robert Frost in a Beacon Hill coffee shop, and it's good to be here. I could boast, I could cheer, I could even raise a toast to the ghost of Paul Revere. Thank you. Yeah, I believe I moved to Massachusetts around 2003, more or less. And this was before the age of GPS, so I was lost all the time because Boston is not very linear. It's based on old cow paths. And at one point I was lost downtown Boston, and I was at an intersection. I remember being at the intersection of Tremont Street and Tremont Street. I was like, this should not be happening. This place is messed up. But I've come to love it, so. Speaking of things I love this setup, and I love all the beautiful, the imagery you were playing behind Maya was amazing, and so like thematically on point. So you might want to cue some water, some boats, airplanes. I probably have some fire in there as well. And it is really lovely to be sharing these shows with Maya. I feel like we're on the same, I don't know, some kind of a same wavelength. So funny. Yeah, let's hear it from Maya one more time. And so funny enough, I too have been doing this for some time. So this is an old song, and it's so old that it features technologies that don't exist anymore. You know, you've been writing songs for a while so there's a payphone in this song. Because I wrote this in the year 2000. let's hear it for the year 2000, I guess. But yeah, so when in the year 2000, I had just graduated college, and I had never really been anywhere. I had not done a ton of traveling, and my friend Sven and I, we both didn't want to just go from college to getting jobs. We wanted to see America, and we wanted to be free. And in general, we wanted nothing to do with like working for the man. We just wanted that like hippie ideal. So we were like hippies, like remnants maybe. Maybe we were the last hippies in the year 2000. But we wanted to get out there, and we wanted to find Jack Kerouac out on the open road. He had already been deceased, so we weren't going to find him. But we bought a car for $600. It was used. It was a Chevy Cavalier, and we painted it with paint, with peace signs and flowers and Jack Kerouac quotes. And we drove that car across the country for 3 months, from Delaware all the way to the West Coast and almost back. But the car that was $600, it made it almost across the country and almost back. And the people that sold us the car later were like expressed great surprise that the car they sold us made it that far. It just didn't make it quite back, so it broke down in Northampton, Massachusetts, and that's like not that far from Delaware, where I was living at the time. But the car died, and we didn't have any money left, so it turned out that it got increasingly difficult to be a free-spirited hippie, and when you run out of money. So 3 months in, we were severely out of money, and then the Chevy Cavalier died, and we had to still get home, so we didn't even have enough money for like a train or a bus ticket. So instead, there was this mechanic, and he just took pity on us, and he took our $600 car and he like shredded it, and then in its place he sold us a $200 car, and that's how we got home. But it barely ran. Like you'd have to like turn the ignition a lot for it to come to life. Then it would go down the road a mile and die. So that journey took like 16 hours. I don't know. These are the things you do when you're young and a little bit stupid. But I got a song out of it, as they say. This captures the entire road trip. It's a long song. We bid our friends goodbye. We promised we would write them, and headed north up 95. To the great unknown, we turned up our stereo, and I felt so reckless and alive. We didn't know who we would be, we didn't know where we would end up when we headed down that road. A little food and our guitars in the backseat, and that old cello, the one that will get stolen in a town in Idaho. And it's a long way to Michigan and back, and it's a long way. It's a long way, clouds upon our backs, and it's a long, 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 long way. I have never seen reflections of the cleanest blue as in Minnesota lakes. Those were the longest nights of wood smoke and northern lights as we talked until the morning came. The light of glowing embers, as sweet as I remember, among the rustling of the trees. Legend of the harvest moon and a sweet ballad of the loon. I felt as ancient as I was meant to be, and it's a long way to Tennessee and back, and it's a long way. It's a long way, clouds upon our backs, and it's a long, 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 long way. Called you from a payphone, and and windy cold Missoula, and then from Midland in the rain. No place as proud and sad as the South Dakota Badlands that touched me more than I could explain. A dirt poor reservation where the Oglala Nation tries to hang on to its ways. A feather and peyote pipe, a six-pack of Miller Lite sits on the dashboard of a beat-up Chevrolet, and it's a long way to Washington and back, and it's a long way. It's a long way. Clouds upon our backs, and it's a long, 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 long way. Out in California, we touched the other ocean. I still have that jar of sand. The Arizona desert, the sky goes on forever. You've never seen a thing as grand. North Montana was cold. She keeps her secrets frozen under glaciers way up north. People have got lost up there in the home of the grizzly bear, and you can ask the mountain. The mountain doesn't care. It's a long way to Delaware and back, and it's a long way. It's a long way on the worn out heels of Kerouac. It's a long, 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 long way. Thank you. Hey Connor, could I get a little less of my acoustic guitar in the monitor? I also have a record out approximately the same newness as Maya. Mine came out in September. And this is from my new album. This is a song I wrote for my nephew. He is, well, now he's 13, but he was 11 at the time. And I love him to pieces, and he's a sensitive, sweet kid and very empathic. But because he's sort of sweet and nice, honestly, he also has had some run-ins with bullies that he's had to like toughen up against. And I just really don't want him to change. I just love him the way he is, and I hope that he can just stay himself no matter what anyone else tells him to do. So this is for him. It's called Open Waters. Little old soul, keep rocking that boat. Don't you listen to a word that they say, 'cause it's no-go, and they would have you with her, 'cause misery loves company. They would hang their moons inside your rooms, where they made the mistakes of their fathers. But you are no fool, and I'll wait for you. I'll be waiting in open water. Little heartbeat, keep kicking your feet. Don't you let them get into your head. 'Cause you were all breeze, and they would shut the windows, all in the name of safety. 'Cause they have volunteered to be chained by fear, but from one pioneer to another. It's not that we aren't scared, but I'll meet you there, out in the open waters. Carry your boat to the water, take it out to the sea. Pay no heed to those who don't matter, let their chatter recede. They can just talk and write is a curiosity. Let him talk, let him chatter. Little wild thing, feel every sting, every storm front and every sunrise. And that's the price, and it's a strong wind. It can make you spin. That's the flip side of letting the light in. But you are fierce and brave, and you know the way. And from one pioneer to another, it's not that we aren't scared, but I'll meet you there, out in the open waters. Carry your boat to the water, take it out to the sea. Pay no heed to those who don't matter, let their chatter recede. They can just talk and write you off as a curiosity. Let him talk, let him chatter. Beyond the rhythm and the measures and the pulse of the sea, there's a cavalry of stars to keep you company. So carry your boat to the water, out to where you can breathe. Pay no heed to those who don't matter. You got all that you need. They can just talk and write you off as a curiosity. But you always know the rhythm of the sea. Thanks. You had the exact image up that I was picturing. I'm not just gratuitously checking my text messages right now, but rather, last winter I was traveling a ton. I was in Colombia and Guatemala, and I did not have my guitar on me, and that's when I discovered that I can write songs without an instrument at all. So all I had to do was sing into my phone and sing along with myself. So this is a song I wrote with my phone. And it kind of has travel as its theme. So the only thing you really need to know about this song is that my friend Doug and I, we have this kind of tradition where we paint each other's fingernails, and then we let it crumble off, and then whenever it's crumbled off, we'll pick a new color and do them over, but we don't maintain. But the fun part about that is you can watch a nail polish come off, and then it creates like shapes, and then the very last part comes off, and then you get to repaint. So that was the inspiration for this song. It's called Geography, and hopefully this will work. When the angle of it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. When the angle of the dawn fell upon the lawn in winter, we bought a ticket and we boarded an outbound train of thought. We found another room and the marigolds bloomed. We lingered, stuck a poster to the table with the words of our song. When you were off to set sail, we painted our nails magenta, till the polish wore away like a sand mandala. And the last speck of pink that remained on my fingers was shaped like the continent of South America. You were always better at geography than I. Now there's a hole in the continent in the center of Paraguay, and everything, how everything is different. Oh, is this how it ends? Is this how it ends? Oh, oh, everything, now everything is different. Oh, is this how it ends? When the angle of sundown had shifted to the barn in April, we borrowed from the sun of the coast of Brazil. But I was never your song, and you were never its singer. Before the note on the table that said I love you still. After everything failed, we painted our nails in charcoal till the polish wore away with the late April snow. And the last speck of gray that remained on my finger was shaped like Antarctica and hard to let go. You were always better at geography, I know. Now there's a hole in the continent in the center of the South Pole. Oh, everything, now everything is different. Oh, is this how it ends? Is this how it ends? Oh, oh, everything, now everything is different. Oh, is this how it ends? And we sure tried every color. Oh, everything, now everything is different. Oh, is this how it ends? Is this how it ends? Oh, oh, everything, now everything is different. Oh, is this how it ends? Thank you. So that one's not even recorded yet. That one was quite new. I'm going to do a few more new ones off the new album. So this next song is called Dylan Thomas, but it's not about the poet, Dylan Thomas, but rather it's about an occurrence that happened to me. So about a year and a half ago, I was on tour in North Carolina, and it had been a long tour, to be totally honest, and I was a little bit tired. Like, I hadn't been getting good sleep at the various hotels. And I hadn't had time to get like a warm meal in a while, and I hadn't gotten any exercise. The drives were long, so my back hurt. This is just to preface that I was a little grumpy. I was a little grumpy at this point in the tour. You know, I just hadn't gotten my needs met. I'm human and all that. But in order to just get in my steps, I just cut through like the middle of town before sound check to get a little bit of exercise, and I just cut straight through the cemetery. And I was like, oh, I was kind of fuming, mildly. And at that point, I was trying to get exercise, but I saw this little gravestone out of the corner of my eye, and it said Dylan Thomas. And I was like, what? Dylan Thomas? What are the chances that Dylan Thomas, the poet, is buried in a North Carolina suburban cemetery? 0, and he's not. But it interested me, so I walked up to this gravestone, and I checked it out, And I could see, even approaching it, that there were toys around the base of the gravestone, which is never a good sign. And then I saw the full inscription, which was Dylan Thomas Norris, and the dates were 1996 to 1998. So little Dylan Thomas didn't get to be around for very long at all. And it made me, not only did it make me really sad, it also made me feel like a sense of, oh my God, who am I to have anything but gratitude? So I tried to hang on to that sentiment and, in a way, like, talk to him in this song. It's called Dylan Thomas. Well, I never knew your story, but I stand before your grave. I have been stumbling, bewildered in a daze. The pages of my youth that I so carelessly cut loose, if I'd held them harder, they would still have got away. There's a page for every day containing watermelon seeds, a page for dressing up and jumping off the roof. I'll fold them well enough to float in shapes of little paper boats, and I'll let them go and I will send them off to you. In my recurring dream, I'm in a play and I don't seem to know my lines, and I can never find the script. But when my curtain call comes, I want to know I was someone who found a way to just let go of all that shit. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, I never knew your story, but I stand before your grave. It feels abandoned, like the halls you never walked. I was cocky, I was scared, a little awkward, but I was there, and I'll be damned if I let go of that thought. You never did lose money on a tour of Illinois. You'd have been grateful for the traffic and the rain. You never got to get your heart crushed in a blender by a boy when you got home again, so who am I to complain? In my recurring dream, I'm in a play and I don't seem to know my lines, and I can never find the script. But when my curtain call comes, I want to know I was someone who found a way to just let go of all that shit. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I suppose your parents were poets since they named you Dylan Thomas, but you never got to rage against the dying of the light. So I will ride with your ghosts and all those poets who died young. No, I am no unlucky one. I know now what I owe, and I shall speak it in your name, is to drink freely from that well, and not dwell one more day in the walls of shame. In the pages of my youth I will no longer grieve. I'll send them off to you, my friend, with watermelon seeds. And in my recurring dream, I'm in a play and I don't seem to know my lines, so I'll just make them up. And when my curtain call comes, you best believe I was someone who found a way to let in all of that love. In my recurring dream, I'm in a play and I don't seem to know my lines, so I'll just make them up. And when my curtain call comes, you best believe I was someone who found a way to let in all of that love. Way to let in all of that love, all of that love. Thank you very much. This next song is also on my album, but it doesn't really fit because it was commissioned. So I usually write about my own thoughts and whatever comes to mind, but this was an assigned song. I had the assignment to write an Earth Day song for 2023, I think? No, sorry, 2021. Wait, how many years have passed? Okay, I'm confused. A few years ago, anyway, I was supposed to write the official Earth Day song for a place called the Goethe Institute. It's a German culture language center, and I was very honored that they entrusted me with writing their official song. At the same time, I was kind of wigged out because I don't know how to write on assignment. So I thought I would just be able to write the best song possible if I first just researched the crap out of it. So I researched everything I could find out about the environment. That was the topic. So I learned about like the plastics in the oceans and all the water instability, global warming. I watched a lot of sad David Attenborough documentaries wherein he laments like all the animals he used to know and they're all gone now. Beach whales, devastation of habitat, all of it. And then I was like, okay, great, I'm ready to write my birthday song now. But I was like, oh no, I don't feel real good about everything. And I'm like, maybe we can turn the ship around. Like, that's not what they're gonna want. They're gonna want a more positive message than that. So I kind of researched myself into a corner. But at the time, I was sitting near an open window in my apartment, and I heard a coyote howling loudly right outside my apartment, because I live near some woods, and I had this fleeting thought, like, how strange that there's all this wilderness transpiring right outside my four walls, and I'm so completely detached from it. How strange. And then I was like, okay, back to my writer's block. Then I was like, wait a minute, I could use this. So, and they say write what you know. So I wrote a song to the coyote. It's the closest I could do to like an authentic Earth Day song. It's not exactly uplifting, but it's like better than where I was going initially. It's called Anwesenheit, which means presence in German. Hey coyote, are you out there? Can you lead me to my ancient self? Hey glitter on the water, I think I need help. 'Cause I keep trying to keep warm, got all this shelter from the storm. I can turn summer into winter and night into day with a switch. We can turn less into more, but we don't anymore understand which is which. Hey, perfection of a dewdrop, can you lead me to my healing spot? I thought I was independent, but I guess I forgot that I've got Milky Ways in one, nor on alone. I got riverbeds in my bones. I am no less a part of this, a part of all this. Show me the road less traveled, let's follow it back to the source. Before the balance unraveled, before we lost our course. Auf unserem Sand, im Kosmos, unter der Anwesenheit seiner zerbrechlich und Unersetzlichkeit. Hey coyote, are you out there? Have we come to a dividing line? Hey pollen on a bee's wing, do we still have the time to save your habitat with habits that inhabit that? We have the facts with habits that stop the ransack. We can grow less, so you grow back. Show me the road less traveled, let's follow it back to the source. Before the balance unraveled, before we lost our course. Auf unserem Sand, im Kosmos, unter der Anwesenheit seiner zerbrechlich und Unersetzlichkeit. 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 Hey coyote, are you out there? Can you lead me to my ancient self? Hey glitter on the water, I think I need help. Thank you. I keep wanting to turn around to see what beautiful things are happening behind me, but I have to face you. That's part of the rules. I'm so grateful that I'm a songwriter because my brain works in this kind of like big broad strokes way, like just like a web. Like I feel like I cast a wide net and then some thoughts come back to me, but I'm not really good at details. And like in that song, when I wrote the line about pollen on a bee's wing, I submitted the song and everything, and then I realized like, oh, bees don't carry pollen on their wings. Oh, they carry it on their legs. But it's so cool because when you're a songwriter, no one will ever know that you didn't know that. They just think it was like poetic license or whatever. So, phew. This is a song that was inspired by my dad. In an interesting way. Let's just say that this song is a conversation. It's a conversation between me and my dad. But I don't think I'm going to let my dad hear this song because conversations go best with him if he's not like directly involved. This is a conversation I'd like to have with my dad, but I don't know that it would go well. But essentially, a couple of summers back, my dad said this thing that, like, I was like, what? So out of nowhere, he starts lamenting that there was this genre. He lives in Germany. There was this genre, the Polish joke. And my dad is like, we used to tell Polish jokes. They were really funny and fun. But now you can't tell them anymore. But they were so funny and fun. Too bad. And I was like, wait, what? They might have been funny and fun to you, but did it ever occur to you like they were maybe not as fun and funny for the Polish people? And my dad just was like, no, they were fun for everyone. And I think he really means that. So it's not like, it's just a little blind spot. So I had to set him straight in this song, while at the same time having a good amount of sympathy for the idea that change is difficult. I don't like change. So here we go. It's called New Wild West. Hey, Alexander, you got a look on your face like a cowboy without a steed. Say, Alexander, did you get stuck into place like a sailboat without a breeze? Ooh, Alexander, the name of the game has been changed and you don't know why. Scratch the flags you hoisted to infallible heights when you were the good guys. Do you feel just like a relic from a time that will never come back? Now valor's on sale, boys can be girls, there are no damsels in distress. Welcome to your new Wild West. Change, Alexander, it will sprout from below with the tact of a patient pawn. One day, Alexander, you step out for smoke and the world that you knew is gone. Ooh, Alexander, you commanded the stage in the age of the Marlborough Man. Back when the world contorted itself as your prize, when you were the good guys. Do you feel just like a relic from a time that will never come back? Like a furloughed colonel with nothing to command. In that room with the elephant, before you were irrelevant, on your guaranteed square in the game of musical chairs, you were never unkind, were just willfully blind back when you were blessed. Welcome to your new Wild West. You feel just like a relic from a time that will never come back, like a furloughed kernel with nothing to commend. Welcome to your new Wild West. Well, thank you very much. Let's see. So I'm kind of afraid of flying, and I had to get on this flight, I don't know, 2 years ago maybe, out of Logan Airport. It was in the summer, and there was an intense thunderstorm going on at the time, like lightning, thunder. You know, one of those summer thunderstorms that's crazy. And I was like, for sure my flight will not be taking off in this. But it was on time. So I get in my seat, and I'm like, we're doing this. And we took off, and there was no visibility. And the plane was like just going up and down, and the lightning was literally illuminating the freaking wings. And I was like, we are gonna die. But within, I don't know, 15 minutes maybe, the plane actually cleared the cloud cover, and then we were above the clouds and above the storm. And at that point, you can actually look down at a thunderstorm, and it's gorgeous. So I'd never seen that before. You can see the clouds lighting up like little fireflies. And the other thing that you can observe when you're above the storm is like, oh, okay, it actually does stay like kind of localized. Like you can see that the lightning, it stays in one place. It's not just jumping all over the place. I was like, oh, the pilot totally knew that the whole time. We were like never in actual danger. And that little period between sheer terror and then subsequent wonder and whimsy made me think so much about perspective and how as human beings we like evolved to get ourselves in an airplane and above the clouds, and we found out that there's no gods up there that are angry at us. It's just clouds. And same with like an individual life. Like the older you get, the more you don't get quite as thrown by things because you have a little bit more perspective on the whole. So this is called evolution. Once we were stuck below the clouds when we were very small. There was lightning raining down and we were frightened of it all, till we climbed above the thunder, beyond the wrath of the gods. And we took a flight and the silver lining was shining right there in our palms. And it's nothing if not strange to be sitting on a plane and to marvel at how far we came since the early dog days of that prehistoric dawn. Back when the phases of the moon were still just phrases without tunes. But ooh, look at us now. And ooh, yeah, we had doubts. And ooh, I see you now. And holy cow, look at us now. Oh, look at us now. Take the pace of a snail and divide that by 8 to the faintest rate of progress. Every eon looks the same, and our toolkit was so basic, and our mission was so weird, and it blows my mind that we persevered through the flooding and the rain, through every muddy ice age we soldiered on, and we kept the faith through the long and dark days of that prehistoric slug. But ooh, look at us now. Ooh, yeah, we had doubts. And ooh, I see you now. look at us now. The shimmer of the stars is just a tribute to our scars. Ooh, look at us now. Ooh, yeah, we had doubts. Ooh, I see you now. Holy cow, look at us now. Look at us now. Look at us now.
Oh no, I just realized that my next 3 songs are all in the same exact key. That's not optimal. But we're just gonna keep going with that. At least this next song is a little bit more lighthearted. So yeah, like I've got like one also happy song. So, well, I don't know if this is happy, but it's light because this song is about a dog. His name's Elmer. And I was dog sitting him last summer, and I'm not like a dog person, so I didn't know dogs all that well yet, but I was Elmer's caretaker. And Elmer is a black lab, and he's just like his name sounds, a little bit like, picture like Elmer, like, ooh, I'm Elmer. That's exactly what he's like. A little bit dumb, but very sweet. But sometimes he would get in my personal space too much, and then I would have to deceive him and pretend we're going outside, and he'd be like, oh, okay, and then I like shut the glass door on him and I lock him out because he was just so dumb and he fell for it every time. But I also sort of felt for him because he's so dumb, but he's also very sweet, and so this is a song for Elmer. It's called Underdog. It's to give him more courage and more faith in himself. Can I get more of the stomp box in the monitor? Thanks. One little poppy gets too tall, all the others want to take it down. If it peeks across the garden wall, they will promptly call it out. In an orchard of conformity bushes, I positively glitter. And if you can't follow suit, I can't talk to you, 'cause I've got to be bigger, bigger. If one little birdie flies too high, all the others want to see it fall. Wanna watch it drop like a cannonball, wanna say I told you so. Everybody want a pretty feather in their cap, so they offer you a cage. But I've got working wings and I won't sing until my fee's been paid. All the poppies in the clover field, can I get in? Ooh, all the boats in the submarines, wanna hear from you, wanna hear from the cosmonauts, wanna hear it for the underdogs. We are the underdogs. Woo, woo, woo. This also has a howling part, just like what are the chances? Just like Maya's song, you may howl along. If one little lantern gets too bright, all the others want to damp it down. If it shines its light from the tallest spire, it's the gossip of the town. I won't back down. I'll tell my truth if I wish to, I will shimmer. And if you can't follow suit, I can't talk to you, 'cause I will not be dimmer, dimmer. All the poppies in the clover field, can I get in? Ooh, all the poets in the submarines, wanna hear from you, wanna hear from the cosmonauts, wanna hear it for the underdogs. We are the underdogs. We are barking up the right tree while you aim to mislead. We let sleeping dogs lie, 'cause some days a dog gets tired of that dog and pony show. Oh, we quit that long ago, hey yo. This is the tale of the underdog, oh yeah. This is the tale of the underdog. All the poppies in the clover field, can I get in? Ooh, you, all the poets and the submarines. Wanna hear from you, wanna hear from the cosmonauts, wanna hear it for the underdogs. We are the underdogs. Thank you. Thanks so much. I have time for two more probably. So here's another super old one. This one also features sort of outdated technologies. This one has a taxi cab in it, which would probably be an Uber nowadays. So I wrote this song in the year 2000, and I had just moved to New York City, and I was really young, and I was madly in love with my best friend at the time, but he did not see me in that light. He saw me as a buddy, as a pal, and I was madly in love with him. And I was like, what do I have to do to get you to notice me romantically? It just wasn't happening. So this is kind of a complaint song about, like, why don't you see me in that way? But I never played it for him. He doesn't know it exists. And we lost touch long ago. If it weren't for this song, actually, I probably wouldn't even remember the whole incident. But because people like this song, I've been singing it for 20 years on stage every night. Here's a song about how I got rejected. People like it, so the song has been kept alive, but he never heard it, and like I said, we lost touch for 20 years. But then during COVID, you know how everyone kind of like reached out to people from way back during COVID? He like wrote me on Facebook, and I was like, hey, and we ended up meeting in New York City after the pandemic was over, and I came very close to telling him, like, you know, I wrote a song about you, I've been playing it for 20 years. I came close to telling him, but I did not, because I didn't want to make it weird and uncomfortable, so I just didn't say anything. But on some level, I feel like he should find out one day, so I'm putting it out to the grapevine. His name's Mark Copley. One day, this will get back to him. I wrote a song about you. I've been playing it for 20 years. It's called Dandelion. Sally, it was settled. Mary Jane would fall for Spider-Man. The story was set in stone like Tarzan and Jane, Yoko and John. You were like my Hollywood movie, the butterflies and Central Park kiss. Of course you would pursue me, I was Julia Roberts. I mean, how could you resist? But I am the 4th of July. I'm throwing you a fire in the sky. You could go blind in my lights. You were looking for an orchid. I will always be dandelion. So I put on the best of my Warhols. I could have been your Marilyn Monroe. You had only eyes for the Mona Lisa. You shared my cab ride all the way home. I am the 4th of July. I'm throwing you a fire in the sky. You could go blind in my lights. You were looking for an orchid. I will always be dandelion. I am a middle-class home. I am a worn-out banjo. I'll never dance in Swan Lake. I'll never play the cello. I am the Northern Lights. I am invisible. I am a dandelion.
throwing you a fire in the sky. You could go blind in my lights. You were looking for an orchid. I will always be. You were looking for a tea light. I will always be a forest fire, a dandelion, a dandelion, a dandelion. Thanks so much. Ideally, I'd have played that song last, but I was just trying to get out of the key of G. So here's my last song, and this is a sad, slow song. But that's okay as well. Yes, sad songs. But anyway, this is called Reasonland, and I think it's self-explanatory. It's about spiritual searching when you're an atheist, essentially, who wish they could believe. I'm like a reluctant atheist. I just want to thank Bill for having us. Thank you. This place is amazing. In Reasonland, the emperor came down to the water's edge. He said, I don't know where I'm bound. I got emeralds and rubies sewn into my gown, but I am sadder than the diamonds in my crown. Will you lay me down in a fiddler's cloud, float me out to sea? Let my aching head be still. Let me surrender to your will. Float me out and deliver me. The mighty king came down to the sea, said I may win any battle that I please. I got 100-man battalion, they all fall down at my feet. But there's a songbird who will not sing for me. Will you lay me down in a fiddler's cloud, float me out to sea? Let my aching head be still. Let me surrender to your will. Float me out and deliver me. I want to fly out to your center. I want to sink down to your goal. I want to go down without my dagger. I want to shed these clothes. Well, the preacher's wife knelt down by the waves, said, for your love and salvation I've prayed. I'm a tired tightrope dancer. Don't want to go no more this way. Just give me something, a penny for my faith. Will you lay me down in a fiddler's cloud and float me out to sea? Let my aching head be still. Let me surrender to your will. Float me out and deliver me.
will you lay me down? Oh, won't you lay me down? Float me out to sea. Cut my aching head still. Let me surrender to your will. Float me out and deliver me. Float me out and deliver me. Both Maya and I have merged back there, and we'd love to say hello. Thank you. Thanks so much. Thank you. I was already putting on my sweater, getting ready to leave. Well, you know what? I might do a Nina Simone song. I'll need a lot of reverb. This is by Nina Simone. Actually, I'm not sure that she wrote it, but she made it. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonflies out in the sun, you know how I feel. Butterflies all having fun, you know how I feel. I sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life. For me it's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life. For me, and I'm feeling good. Blossoms on the trees, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. I sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life for me. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Freedom is mine, that's what I mean. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life. For me it's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life. For me it's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life. For me, and I'm feeling good. Thanks so much.
Bye.